Hey guys, my name is Mrs. Kilburn from the School Counseling Office, and I'm here with Megan Whitten, our admissions representative from the University of Alabama. And we're going to be talking to you guys today about some of the reasons that you might want to consider Alabama as a school to apply to. So Megan, I know over the years we have sent a number of students to Alabama. Seems like Alabama really draws a lot of out-of-state students. Do you think that's true? And if so, why do you think it does?
Yeah, so we've actually become more heavy out-of-state campus. We're about 57% out-of-state now, and I think a large amount of that really does have to do with the amount of scholarships that we offer. We have scholarships that are based solely off of the academic achievements that students have worked this hard for that we really want to recognize. A lot of those being solely based off that ACT or GPA and ranging anywhere from $6,000 a year to $26,000 a year, and that makes a huge impact, as well as the opportunities that they find on our campus. We're constantly trying to improve student life, whether that be building new buildings, renovating old ones, just ways that we can make it the most valuable experience for our students.
So I hear you saying that Alabama strives to make the cost of attendance affordable for out-of-state students, which is unique and special and important for our students for sure. So our students would get the Tennessee Hope Scholarship or Tennessee Promise to stay in state. What are some of the scholarships that they might be applying for or receiving from Alabama?
Yeah, so one of our big scholarships is going to be anywhere from a 32 ACT to a 36 ACT or comparable SAT, and that's going to be the presidential. That's going to start at a 3.5 GPA, and that's going to be that $26,000 a year. There's no essay to that. But then some of the really important ones is those students who maybe have a 4.0 GPA, whether that be weighted, unweighted, academic or non-academic, and overall GPAs. That's going to be like a value of tuition for 4 years, as well as stipends for study abroad, and then scholarships on campus, as well as some housing opportunities. And then our biggest being that National Merit Finalist package. So you can find a lot of information about that at scholarships.ua.edu. But that National Merit Finalist package is probably just above and beyond, in my opinion, because it is going to be the value of tuition for 5 years. So if you wanted to actually pursue a graduate degree on our campus, you actually have that opportunity, because many of our students do graduate in 4. And they're also looking at about a $3,500 stipend just for you. So if you're thinking you want to go to like med school or anything like that, that's money that you can put towards that and save while you're pursuing that undergraduate degree, as well as those study abroad opportunities or research opportunities too.
That is great. And I know that as we've had National Merit Scholars in the past, as they've been comparing different offers from different schools, Alabama is always on the top of the list of the most competitive scholarship packages.
Well, I'm happy to hear that.
So that is great.
Yeah.
How about just for the regular applicant as they're applying? Tell us a little bit about the application process. How do they apply? What can they expect to need to complete through that process?
Yes, so I will say we don't take the Common App. I know that is a question I get a lot of the time, but it's truly because our application, we try to keep as straightforward and simple for the students as possible. We don't look for an essay or letter of recommendation, but we're really going to ask questions on the application to find out more about the student, to make sure that they'd be a good fit for our campus, as well as a good representation of our student body. Then we're going to look at the academic achievements that they've had thus far. We really and truly want to make sure that they're doing the right things now, and that they're going to carry those to their college and academic success.
That's great. You mentioned fit. We talk about that a lot with our students. So how would you describe that? What do you think a student who would be a good fit for Alabama would look like?
Yeah, so I think the biggest thing too with finding any fit, any campus, anywhere you go to, is visiting. If you have the opportunity, I strongly encourage you to visit campus. So for our students, we like to see students who are driven. We like to see students who want to have not only success in the classroom, but success outside of the classroom. We have a multitude of student organizations, anywhere from about 600 to 650, and everywhere you turn is going to be someone encouraging you to get involved. So I think that we're looking for students who want to not only participate in classroom discussions, but also participate outside of the class, whether that be advocate groups or philanthropic work, as well as doing undergrad research opportunities or studying abroad, because truly it does make the entire college experience.
That's awesome. So you mentioned the importance of a visit. So this fall, as students are thinking about visits, especially our juniors who are just starting to do some college visits, are there any events that are coming up on campus that they might look for?
Yeah, so we have what we call as University Days. University Days can actually be found at universitydays.ua.edu, and it's a great opportunity for those students who maybe are just beginning that college search process, or might not even know what they want to study. It's going to be the best representation of all of our colleges, almost like a mini college fair just for our university. So you'll see the College of Engineering represented in nursing, business, all of them. And they're going to be able to talk individually with those students really and truly about their courses, what they offer as a college themselves. And then also you're going to get that campus tour. You'll hear from the Honors College as well. And then study abroad, if that's an area of interest for you, they can actually sit down and talk with them also.
That is great.
Yeah.
We always emphasize the importance of a visit, and especially the tour. We tell students if you're going on campus, you need to schedule the official tour, because otherwise you just don't get the full picture of what the school is about.
And I encourage students, especially the seniors who are trying to make those final hard decisions, we have what we call as a VIP visit. If you actually will reach out to me, I'm more than happy to set up that campus tour as well as an individual or more personalized meeting with a college of your choice. And if there's areas of student life that they're interested, we're happy to take in, get them in front of them to at least learn a little bit more about him so they can make the better decisions.
That is so valuable. So speaking of student life, you were a student at Alabama.
I was.
Tell me about that. What did you like about being a student there? What are some of the most memorable experiences that you had and the things that you were involved with on campus?
So I came from a graduating class of high school of like 88 people. So to come to a very large university of 38,000 students, it was important for me that I didn't just feel like a face in the crowd. And that was one thing that I loved about Alabama, is I never felt like I was just another number on our campus. I was really and truly able to make it the best experience for me just because of the resources that were out there. It doesn't hurt that our campus is gorgeous and there's a lot of opportunities to be outside, and we really and truly push that. We have spaces set aside that are actually no build spaces, so they will never ever be built on, so that our students have those opportunities to go and hang out and study on our quad or play football and have the recreational opportunity to, just hang out with their peers and not have to stress over the classroom environment, but at the same time have that escape to be able to study in various settings, whether it be a library or the quad or the dining halls, because that was important for me. You're living there, you're completely and truly, devoted to being on that campus, and you have to make sure that it fits you. And it was one of those feelings that you just get when you step on campus and you can see yourself there, because I think that was the biggest decision-making factor for me, is they had the resources that I need and I could truly see myself being successful on Alabama's campus.
That's awesome. Are there any specific events or clubs that you're involved with that you just really loved and enjoyed?
So there's various ones. They all kind of come more from your college as well. I was actually a member of Greek Society, so it was a lot of different atmospheres and different ways of meeting people that I enjoyed. I actually did recruiting for academic and athletics, so I actually met a lot of friends through that too. But I think the biggest thing was being able to meet students from all across the country. Majority of my friends actually are out-of-state students, so I can name probably 20 of them off the top of my head, whereas the students from in-state, it takes me a little bit longer to think of. And it's just a cool experience, because now I do say that I have friends in Chicago and California, and friends that are working all across the globe. So it's one of those benefits, but getting involved is the biggest thing. So the 650 organizations is always very easy to find something that fits you,
That's a lot to choose from. How do students find out about those organizations or get plugged into
them? So we have what we call as the Source. It is actually located in our Ferguson Student Center. They're happy to sit down and talk to you. We also have Get On Board Day, and that is going to be the best representation, because majority of our campus partners and organizations are going to be represented by a booth or a table, and just representatives there to actually share what they do for their organization, so that you can see kind of more about them before really and truly trying to have to commit. And we also have a website, so if you don't think you want to go to Get On Board Day and you're not too sure yet, you can find out more information, and it's broken down very, very simply, classified by various topics.
That's awesome. So lots of ways to find that out.
Yeah.
So one of the things that has always really impressed me about Alabama is the unique programs that they have available. Like you mentioned, all of the clubs, but also University Fellows. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so University Fellows is a very prestigious opportunity under our Honors College. It is competitive. It is an awesome, organization to be a part of, though there are some scholarships. I know that that's always a question that I get, but they're very focused on community outreach. So they do a lot within the community around Tuscaloosa and across the state. just to kind of, really give back and to learn more about the environment that they're constantly living in. I know that we'll have a student actually coming up here in October that is looking forward to speaking to any students who might be interested in joining our Fellows experience. And I'm more than happy to get more information out for y'all because she is a current junior on Alabama's campus and is part of the Fellows, so she's excited to give back and share her experience for it.
That is so great. So if you guys are interested in that program, if that sounds like something you might want to consider, the meeting is October 25th, and it's going to be at lunch, and you'll come to the school counseling office to sign up for that. Also, another date that they would need to know is December 15th, right?
Yes.
They need to apply for the scholarships, any scholarships that they're applying for, and for this program by December 15th.
Yes, so you need to be admitted. That has changed for last year. You need to be admitted to the University of Alabama before you can apply for scholarships. And that admission deadline is December 15th. So I encourage you to apply earlier just so that you can hear back and have time to submit that scholarship application, but you don't want to miss out on those opportunities.
Tell me a little bit about early college.
Okay. Early college is an incredible benefit. So that's for students who are looking to possibly dual enroll. We do have it. It is online. And you're going to actually have what we call is an academic success advisor. So they're going to look at not only what classes you're hoping to take in college and online through early college, but as well as what you're taking in school. So maybe you're taking a full course load of AP and honors classes here at CAK. They don't want you to overwork yourself and not be able to still enjoy, high school and stuff like that by taking too many. And they're going to make sure that you're able to be successful. If you do maintain a certain GPA and you have 17 credit hours by your senior year, you actually would not have to take the ACT for admission. You would still have to take the ACT for those scholarship opportunities, but you don't have to take it for that, so that takes a little bit of stress off. And if you have an actual 3.0 GPA through freshman year, here at CAK, you can actually receive a 25% discount or scholarship for early college classes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So they could take classes online. Sounds like there's a lot of options.
There are over 200 courses, and those do not have to be, if you're taking early college, you don't automatically have to go to the University of Alabama. Those are going to be transferable credit courses to any other university or college that you're looking at attending.
That's awesome. Have you heard of any of the class options, some of the popular ones that students would choose?
A lot of students are going to take their Englishes. Everyone will start out in what we call like a college readiness course. So you'll actually take that course for the first semester, first couple of weeks, and that's truly to make sure that you understand, what you're signing up for, the time commitment that it is, and how studying and opportunities like that will really benefit you. But Englishes, anything from 101 to 115, as well as those histories, are always very popular for us. We've had many students who have technically started their freshman year as a sophomore. We're still going to honor that freshman status so that they can participate in any freshman organizations that they wish to, but they're actually already a year ahead of everyone else.
That's great. We encourage students to use that as an opportunity to take elective credits.
Yeah.
Do you know if there's many elective credits offered in that format?
Yes, so there are quite a few. It depends on what they're looking for, and then also if they have an idea of what they're truly hoping to major for as they approach campus and really and truly get started freshman year. They can work towards those degrees as it is, and those academic success advisors are going to make sure that they're staying on track for that.
Very cool. That's awesome. And so to sign up for that, what would they do, and when would it be appropriate for them to sign up for that?
They can start as soon as after freshman year and carry it all the way through senior year. So the best time to sign up is anytime. And if you wanted to go to the University of Alabama and then look at early college, or feel free to reach out to me. Jennifer Hayes is always a great resource. She handles a lot of recruitment for early college, and she is happy to answer any questions or concerns, whether it be the student or the parent that is asking.
Okay, that is great. So for students who might be considering Alabama and thinking about coming for a visit, about how long would it take them to drive there from Knoxville?
So it's about 4.5 hours. You will pick up an hour. We are located in Central Time Zone, so that's always nice. I like to tell students the hardest part is really and truly Chattanooga, because you might hit some traffic, but it's such an easy drive. All interstate, and it's pretty because you're in East Tennessee and then going through Alabama.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Is there anything else, Megan, that you can think that I didn't ask that you'd love to share about Alabama?
Not that I can think of, only the fact that we're trying to constantly improve. I think a really big pride point for us is we were voted top 15 most beautiful campuses consecutively over the course of the past few years. We have renovated or built about 100 new buildings in the past 15 years because we're trying to make the best environment and the best campus for our students.
That is so great. So it sounds like definitely worth a visit.
Definitely.
If you're thinking about Alabama, 4.5-hour drive, fall break is coming up. That might be a time that you think about going down. Make sure that the campus is in session though, guys. If you're going to schedule a visit, you're going to want the campus to be in session so that you can get a good feel of what the campus environment is going to be like. And remember to schedule that at least 2 weeks in advance with the admissions office so that you can get on the list for a tour as well. So thank you so much for coming,
Thank you. I
Megan.
appreciate it.
We really appreciate you.
Thanks.
Have a great day, guys, and roll Tide.
Roll Tide.